Finally, after 4 long weeks, the UFC is back with this absolutely stunning, I mean stunning main event. The most requested main event of all time, Mackenzie Dern and Amanda Ribas 2. I'm gonna go over my predictions and look at the odds on Fliff and put like $2 in every fight. The last two cards I've predicted, I've been in the green. I've done really well, so yeah, let's get it. First fight, Narilo. Oh, I'm just trying to. Okay, yeah. First fight, Narulo Aliyev and Joe Selecki. Right. So Joe Selecki was a late replacement for I don't remember who. Yeah, I don't remember who, but yeah, Selecki's like maybe a week and a half uh late replacement. So I can't imagine his cardio to be very good, especially as it was Christmas. It'll even be interesting to see if he makes the weight. I mean, I assume he would. But yeah, the odds are heavily in Aliyev. Aliyev, he had a injury, so that's why he was gone a long time. But yeah, I mean, they call him Khabib 2.0. It'll be interesting to see if he could take down Silicki. But yeah, he will. Silicki was easily controlled by Grant Dawson, so and he does have decent jiu-jitsu, but yeah, it's Aliyev is gonna win. Next fight, Fatima Klein. Oh, and I actually want to see real quick what are the odds to go a distance. Oh, it doesn't show. I think this will go a distance. That's why I mention it. Next fight, Fatima Klein and Dudakova. Man, I'll go over this quickly. Well, Dudakova was fraud checked by I don't even remember. Oh, this girl. Something Hughes. Yeah, that is not good. That is not a good look. Fatima Klein fought what's her name, the Canadian girl on short notice. Jasmine Judovicius. She looked okay, to be honest. This is Aaron Blanchfield's apparent girl. Fuck. She took my girl, but yeah, I'm not. I'm actually gonna choose Klein. She actually looked decent. Dudakova, I think she's kind of like suspect. Not even just her loss, but her fight against the girl with the huge ass forehead. I don't remember her name, but that was like way too close of a fight. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Klein to be honest. She's actually looked kind of decent in her last fight, and that was short notice, and up a weight class, I believe too. Yeah, so now she's at a natural weight. I think she'll look good, and a full training camp. Next fight. Well, let's actually look at the odds. Oh wow, minus 1,300 favorite. Okay, well I guess I'm right, but that is fucking insane. For a girls fight, that's crazy. That's she Dudakova, that's good. That's good underdog money because it's girls, so wow. But okay, next fight. Magomed Gadjisulov versus Bruno Lopez. I'm just trying to find the odds here. Okay, yeah. Gadjisulov is the favorite, minus 250. This is an interesting one. Um, I remember his last fight was against Branson Ribeiro, who's not that good. Now, I remember that was kind of a weird fight majority. Oh, what? Okay. Um, yeah, I remember that was kind of a weird fight. His contender series fight against that Bolivian guy with the crazy chin. I mean, I don't know. He looks good. And then Bruno Lopez. This guy, he got knocked out in the contender series. Doesn't show. I'm trying to remember by who. I think it was Ribeiro actually in a huge upset. Then he came back in contender series and fought this Georgian bum. I think KO'd him with body shots or something. This is a hard one. I don't think Gajisulov will be able to finish him. I think Bruno Lopez. Let's look at his record. I think yeah, only one loss. That's from the Contender Series, that record. I think he's like, does it really not fucking show his record right here? Or am I retarded? You fight history. Okay, yeah, this shit's ass. Fighter facts. Yeah, okay, bro. Well, I'm pretty sure he only has one loss, and that was in the Contender Series. I just, I feel like dude, this is a hard one. Can Lopez finish him? I think it's possible. I believe Gajisulov is undefeated, 9-0. Yep. So it's kind of like I've never seen this guy lost, so it's hard to it couldn't be hard to picture that. I'm gonna go with Gaji Sulov. He has good striking, dynamic striking, and I think he kind of just has that takedown option. Um, he's fought in the UFC before, so he won't be as nervous, I guess, as the debut in Lopez. But it's gonna be interesting because Lopez has, I mean, he's dangerous on the feet, but I think Gaji Sulov is a safer option, so I'm gonna go with that. By decision, 100%. Gajisulov by decision doesn't show on Fliff the odds. Maybe I'm too early, but yeah. Next fight, Kar Ekite versus Cagliari, and Cagliari is a sleeper. I'm not talking about her fighting skills. She's also juiced, but who cares, right? Um, I don't. I think she won on the Contender Series. Jesus, doesn't show shit, but by armbar, I believe. Um, oh my god. Kara Cates, she lost her last fight, her debut. I think it was kind of a robbery against Diani Barbosa. She's really long for the division. Uh, what are the odds? I mean, to be honest, who gives a fuck? Oh, Karkech is actually kind of a -275 favorite. Um, it's women, so it's kind of hard, and I don't remember Cagliari's fight, to be honest. It was just an armbar, and I'm not gonna do research on these fucking people. So yeah, I'll go with Karakech. She looked good in the Contender Series, like one of the best fights in women's Contender Series history. And she looked decent in her last fight, so I'll just go with her. Karakech. Next fight, Preston Parsons, Jacoby Smith. I believe Jacoby Smith is short notice. I think a couple days ago he just came in, so that's really interesting. Um, was this guy? Is he going up in weight? My God, this fucking. I'm gonna go on Tapology, bro. This is bullshit. Oh God, my history. But I don't even use this shit, so I don't even know how to use it. Saturday. Oh my God, this is terrible. This is terrible. Watch. Here it is. I get the UFC app is fucking dog shit. Multi-billion dollar company. Their website's ass. Okay, Jacoby Smith. Here he is. Was his fight at welterweight here? He destroyed this guy. Yeah, it was okay. Um, I think Preston Parsons is a bigger guy. Let's look at the odds. This is interesting. Jacoby Smith is a huge prospect, -550. I'm gonna agree. I mean, Parsons has okay wrestling, but Jacoby Smith, he was like, I think a Big Ten wrestler, All American, some shit like that. So yeah, I'm going with Smith. Will he finish it though? None of the odds on flip. It doesn't show. It just shows the money line. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Smith. Yeah. Wow. Next fight, Thiago Moises, Trey Ogden. And look at the odds for Moises. Only a slight favorite. He once a top 15 fighter in the lightweight division, going fourth round with Makachev. And now he's barely a favorite against Trey Ogden, the Samurai Ghost. This is a really interesting fight, actually. Because here's how I'm thinking about it. Moises has been up and down, won then lost, won then lost. So how is his mentality going into it? I believe he's still young. Is he even 30 yet? Let's see here. Oh my God, fighter facts. Oh my God, bro, come on. But yeah, he got destroyed by Klein, then beat Ramirez. I mean, and then lost to BSD, and then beat. So it's kind of when he faces these higher class guys where you can't get pulled through. With Trey Ogden, he is underrated. He's just one of those. He's kind of like Alex Morono. He owns his own gym, so he's like a smart fighter. Really, really big for the weight class as well. The thing is, I feel like Moises, the way he loses is by like good strikers, where he kind of gets hurt on the feet. And I don't think that's Ogden. Ogden's just like a solid guy. Like okay striking, pretty good. He just does like everything correct. He's kind of one of those guys, just a solid guy. I don't know if he'll be able to take down Moises. He might, but I think Moses is good on the ground. I could see this being like a really close, like maybe split decision. But I'm gonna go with Moises because I think he's kind of a little higher in class than Ogden. But Ogden is a good underdog. I'm gonna go with Moises by this. Pennies? I'm just gonna go with Ogden or Moises, probably by decision. Next fight: Marco Tullio, Ihor Potieria. Mm, I do hope Potieria wins this. I think he's an exciting fighter, and he's kind of. I think he has only one, or maybe no, he has two UFC wins and a lot of losses. So I'm trying to find the odds here on Fliff. Oh, he's a big underdog. Marco Tullio. I think he's 2-0 in the contender series. He beat um, Pereira's boy, the kickboxer. I'm forgetting his name. Will show up here, which is impressive, even though he was report apparently sick. Dude, how is this shit not updated, bro? Like, come on. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, he had a nice finish against this French dude, and yeah, Yusri Belgari beat him. Dana White thought didn't like the fight, so he didn't sign him. Came back, won again in the contender series, so he signed him and is fighting Ihor Potieria, who's a dangerous guy. I don't think the odds should be like that highly in favor of Potieria or in favor of this fucking guy, Marcos Tulio, minus 670. And fun fact, this is actually, I believe, Norma Dumont's boyfriend. So uh, take that into what you will, I guess. Um, yeah, I think we need to spread this news to the guru because he had an interview with Norma that didn't go so well. I'm gonna go with Tulio though. I feel like he's just kind of like a little more composed, a little smarter of a fighter. Potier is wild. He's fun to watch. I just don't like how the odds are like that. Why? Like, I don't think he should be that high, but I will go with Tulio. I think he's just a smarter guy, smarter fighter. I mean, like I said, but good underdog money on Potier, but he was kind of getting held up on the fence against Cesar Almeida. That's not a great look. So I'm gonna go with Marco Tulio again. I honestly think by decision as well. Maybe there's going to be a big decision card. A lot of fights as well. Headline of the prelims: Jose Johnson, Felipe Bunez. The odds, yeah, Jose Johnson's a slight favorite. I agree. I think this guy has good striking. He's fucking 6 feet tall at 125, which is crazy, insane. I think he's I believe 1-2 in the UFC. Bunez is 0-1, but let's go into apology. I think his record is both these guys' records are trash, and for flyweight, that's not great. I mean, look, 3 losses in a row. This is 2019 and 2020 in the Russian div competition division or whatever the fuck you call it. One lost to Jussier Formiga, old as fuck, and then just beating 13-9 guy by split. Yeah, gets signed to the UFC. Lost to Joshua Van. I just think Jose Johnson is actually he actually had a slightly competitive fight against Asu Almabayev, which is not a bad loss. Also lost to Devon Blackshear at bantamweight, not a bad loss. I just think Jose Johnson's really long. He has good striking and actually kind of decent grappling. Um, I think he's a fun fighter as well. I just think Johnson's a little bit better than Bunez, so I'm gonna go with Johnson. Now in the main event, main card. Oh, this is an interesting one. Una Soriano versus Udo Schmedic. Soriano, I guess you could say, revived his career. Who did he beat? I remember he lost to Dustin Stoltzfus. Crazy. Oh, yeah. He went down and had an absolute stinker against Miguel Baeza, the washed Miguel Baeza. He just held on to him or just laid on him the whole fight. Um, I think Medic is just a little too dangerous. Trying to find the odds right here. Um, Yeah, he's a minus 225 favorite, and I agree. I think he's just kind of a little too dangerous. Big guy, long guy. Um, I could see him finishing Puna, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Medic, Udo Schmedic. Next fight. Oh, C-Rod versus Austin Bashi. C-Rod, the how do you call it? Talent killer, I guess you call it. Being a lot of rising, the prospect killer, I think you call it. Being like you beat Raul Rosas, Cameron Simon, this Isaac Bulgarian, that funny ass fight. Then lost to Julian Arosa. And this is the thing. C-Rod is so small for the division, but he can't make weight at bantamweight. He needs to not do double tortillas for his tacos. Just do one tortilla, bro. It's all right. And then I think you'd make that weight. Bashi's pretty much the same height, but Bashi's just a lot more thicker. Bashi's minus 315. That's sus. I want to see this. I need to see this guy. How has he won his fights? 13-0. A really young guy, 23. How has he finished? Okay, no, he's gone to decision. Because I was gonna think maybe he gasses out. Yeah, finished his fight in contender series. There's a decision there. Hmm. His decisions were earlier on, actually. Then it seems like when he got further into his career, he started to find his finishing touch. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. Bashi minus 315. C-Rod is really good, but I could see him like kind of I could see it because Bashi is really aggressive. So I could see him winning like the first two rounds, kind of just like the Isaac Bulgarian fight, but then like maybe he loses the last one, but just maybe out muscling C-Rod. I know C-Rod is a prospect killer, but I think he's way too small for this division. Uh, I think Bashi's pretty good to be honest. I know he's a young guy, but I think he's really good technique, good wrestling, and I think he's smarter than Raul Rosas. Or Rosas just goes berserk. I'm talking about when he fought C-Rod, he went berserk, just tried to chase the finish the whole time. I don't think Bashi does that. And I'm gonna go with Bashi by decision, 29-28. Kind of like that Bulgarian fight, but this time it won't be a robbery. Next fight. Oh, Chris Curtis, Roman Kopylov. This is a fucking banger. Kopylov is minus 275 favorite. Oh, I love both these guys. The only problem I see is Chris Curtis is he's a small dude. Oh, it's so hard though. Because he's a small guy, but he's like arguably beating Brandon Allen on short notice. Like he would have won the fight if only his hamstring didn't tear in the last 20 seconds, like a fluke injury. And he's like literally gonna beat Brandon Allen, who's like top A middleweight, really good. And then I'm just scared because Koglov is just gonna. I can see like Koglov just blasting him with kicks because he's good at range. Another thing I'm thinking about is Curtis had like a big injury. He's supposed to fight Kevin Holland, and he had to pull out. And he's getting up there in age. How old? I think he's like 38 now. It's not gonna say here, is it? But let's go here. Oh my god, bro! What the fuck? Up here, 37. He had an injury. Oh, left foot fracture. Okay, that's not as bad. I thought it was like a muscle injury or some shit or ligament. So he probably broke his. I think he broke his foot in a kick. Another thing to think about, Curtis. Let's think of Curtis when he's fought a little taller guys like Imavov. He really struggled. Kind of a close fight with. Or dude, this is just so sus though, because he did so good against Brian Allen. And I mean, he arguably beat Gastelum, but he's a shorter guy. And then Kopylov, he looked he beat Cesar Almeida, but kind of he used his takedowns to do it. Kind of gassed out, if I remember. Lost to Anthony Hernandez, which is not bad, but dude, this is a hard one. Honestly, the only reason I'm sussed out is because I feel like maybe Curtis is too old now. Fuck it, I'm going Chris Curtis as an underdog. He's really good boxing. I think he'll be able to get up close to Kopylov, and Kopylov will gas out. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't know if it'll be by finish or decision. I'm not going to guess that, but I'm going Chris Curtis as an underdog. I think he's really underrated, really good fighter. Same with Kopylov, but I mean Curtis hardly beat Brendan Allen. And I know Allen's not a great striker, but Kopylov is. But fuck it, I'm going Chris Curtis. Next fight, wow. Cesar Almeida, Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Okay, this is an interesting one. I don't even want to look at the odds because I feel like it um, kind of sways my prediction. This is an interesting one. It's pretty much this is how you think of it. Is Al Hassan gonna knock out Cesar Almeida? I'm gonna go with no. Am I gonna go no? Yeah, I'm gonna choose Almeida. I'm gonna be safe with it. I mean, he's a good technical striker, fought K1 and all that shit. And this is a sus fight. I mean, I think all his fights are predicting are gonna be sus. Let's see. Lost to Piper. I mean, because the guys Al Hassan beats are bums, let's be honest. Never really beaten beat Nico Price a long time ago, literally 6 years ago at welterweight. He's never really been a good guy. But is Cesar Almeida good? That's a question. He beat Potieria, looked good there. Finished Budka, lost to Kopylov in a split. I'm gonna go with Almeida. Almeida by fuck. I don't know what the odds are for decision, but I could see it being maybe a plus. So I could see maybe Almeida just kind of tippy tapping him at range, maybe holding him against the fence. That's how I'm gonna see it. Let's look at those odds too. Okay, Almeida's minus 315. So yeah. Next fight, welterweight. This is the fucking co-main over the Chris Curtis fight. Makes no sense, but Ponzinibbio versus Carlson Harris. Ponzinibbio's an unk. He's like 40 or something. Carlson Harris. Yeah. Okay, this is how you have to think about predicting fights. How are these guys gonna win? So how is Carlson Harris gonna win? Aren't most of his fights won by decision, or I'll be by submission? Got destroyed by chaos, KO. Submitted Jeremiah Wallace, which is he was getting dominated the whole fight. Then he has like this his signature move like an anaconda or some shit. Beat Jared Gooden, who's ass. Lost to Shavkat. KO'd Impa. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Ponzinibbio. I don't think he's gonna get KO'd because yeah. Yeah, he had a close fight with Salikov, I remember that. Ponzinibbio's fought in a lot better competition than Harris. Um, I don't think Harris is going to be submit him. I don't even think Ponzinibbio's been submitted before, has he? Let's check that. 38. Never been submitted. I don't think he's gonna get KO'd by this guy. He has really weird striking. Yeah, I'm going Ponzinibbio. Probably, maybe a finish. I'm gonna go probably decision though. I don't know why it's a co-main, but yeah, I'm gonna go Ponzinibbio, and the odds are really close. So Ponzinibbio. Main event. What the fuck? Mackenzie Dern Ribas, and Dern is the underdog. Really? Same on Fliff? Yep. That is really interesting. I I know Ribas won the first fight a while ago. That is actually shocking. Why the 2019 by decision? I did never watch that fight, so I don't know how it went. Um, I want to here Mackenzie Dern. I want to see if it was 30-27 or 29-28. Here, right here. Let's go. Where is he? Right here, 30-27. She got dominated. Because you can think, will Dern not be able to hold Ribas down or take her down and shit like that? Because Ribas has good jiu-jitsu. I think Dern, her striking has improved a lot, in my opinion. Against Loopy, her striking looked actually pretty decent. Not convincing that she won that fight, but her striking has gotten a lot better. She also 100% is on the juice now. Maybe she was before, but now, I mean, let's find pictures. Oh shit. Dern versus Godinez. 100% she's juiced up. Oh my god, bro. Yeah. Get off the full screen. I don't think these are good pictures, but I mean, her shoulders look fucking crazy. I don't know if you can see that, but she's on the size 100%. She looks so big in that fight. Um, and out of Ribas is like, I've never been so convinced with her, to be honest. Um, I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm gonna go Dern because she's bigger and it's women's fight. I know, but I feel like who did Dern lose to? Destroyed by Lemos, destroyed by Andrade, lost to Jan. But here's the thing: Rivas does not have the power of these two, and Dern was getting scrappy. And if Dern and Ribas are gonna get scrappy, I'm choosing Dern. That's how I think she's way more powerful, better jiu-jitsu. Not saying she's probably not going to use it, but uh, more used to 5 rounds as well. I would say like maybe Ribas has better technique, but I'm going to go with Darren. I just feel like in these sorts of fights where the bigger star uh, is fighting, kind of, if that makes sense, and these types of fights where the UFC would benefit from Dern winning, yeah, I'm just gonna go with Dern, probably by decision. Maybe a KO. Maybe sprinkle like 50 cents on the KO. But yeah, those are all my predictions. Thank you for watching.